So next we will see chapter 2, Six Sigma history and application. In that, the development of statistical process control, continuous improvement, continuous process improvement, Toyota and Lean, Motorola focus on defects, continued growth of Six Sigma, applying Six Sigma knowledge. So coming to the history of Six Sigma, the concept of Six Sigma was developed in 1987 by Motorola company. It's an electronic manufacturing company in United States. So they have found out this. They started developing the Six Sigma methodologies. The development of statistical process control. So first, uses DMAIC methodologies. What is DMAIC methodology? D for define, M for measure, A for analyze, then I for improve and control. So this is the methodology that we are going to use to improve the existing process. Then uses DMA-DV methodologies: define, measure, analyze, design, validate. So DMA-DV methodology is for I suppose if you are doing an improvement for the existing process, you're going to change some parameters, some methods. But if you want to implement a new method itself, then you're going to design a new process and run that process and validate it, and then implement that project in the production. Next, normal curve concept. Normal curve concept to understand the variation and distribution of the process or product characteristic. So here you need to understand there are two things: process characteristics and product characteristics. So what are process characteristics? Is nothing but parameters, process parameter, temperature, pressure, example. Product characteristics are that can be dimension, that can be internal property. Okay. So here they're telling understanding the variation and distribution. So what is variation? The distribution of data. It can be lower side or upper side. Distribution means how far it is distributing. Okay. So normal curve. This we are going to analyze the normal curve. So here there is a normal curve, normal distribution we can say. What is the meaning here is maximum the process trying to produce the mean value. It is very important. Then we say it is normal. Next, using plan to check act for any project. So we use a PDCA cycle, or we call it as a Deming cycle, was invented it. What is this plan to check act? Let us see quickly. So plan, do, check, act. So for any project implementation, first you plan and then you execute it, and you're going to check it whether you're done as per the plan. If there are any mistakes, you're going to act on it and change the plan and correct for the next time. So this is a simple cycle where everyone can use it for any project implementation or task implementation. Then coming to continuous process improvement, Toyota and Lean. So Toyota use lean methodologies. So let us see what all differently they use to improve their process. Toyota company followed continuous improvement concept. Continuous improvement concept in their production system. The first one is automated machineries. They used automations, semi-automations, it's like conveyors moving the parts. So what happens when you use automated machineries? The consistency of the particular activity becomes same and it will not have any variation. So these are the key factors that Toyota has implemented in their company. The next one is quality controls to eliminate defect generating. So what is quality control? That is nothing but internal controls. So what are quality control in the sense? Because of some parameter change, there is a variation. What they'll do, they'll put a control to that parameter. If that goes out of spec in the reality, the machine will stop or it will indicate so that before even the defect is getting generated, you are stopping it. So that is called quality controls to eliminate the defect generating. Then mistake proofing concepts. It is same like that where we call it as pokayoke in Japanese terminology, where there will not be any defects occurs because they'll be using mistake proofing concept. Even though if you try to do that particular activity in a different way, that will not allow you to do. So that is called mistake proofing. Using Jidoka is a Japanese word, automation concept in production system to control the mistake. So what is this Jidoka? There is nothing but if any mistake happens, it will correct itself and it will run the process. That is called automation. Overall, using lean concept to make the shop floor is efficient. So they are using lean concept to make the shop floor efficient. That is the Toyota way. Okay. Lean management is highly concerned with removing waste from any process. Waste increases cost. What is removing waste? So there's some unwanted activity that you're going to perform, moving the things and weighting the items, something like that. So removing those things will improve the efficiency of the process. Waste increases when you have waste, more waste, something like that. It will increase the cost as well and time spent on a process, making it undesirable in any form. So these are the wastes that is going to have cost for us. So this is a continuous process improvement that Toyota has followed. Some of the examples. Next, Motorola's focus on defect. So what are the things that Motorola focus on defects? Measuring all the defects per million opportunity or ppm or dpmo. So ppm means defect per million. Dpm means defects per million opportunities. Next, measuring the defect with the sigma level. So they're going to measure with sigma level. In which sigma level the defect is there. It can be a dimension not okay as well as a defect. Then statistical based methodology to improve process and product. So what is statistical based methodologies? That is what we're going to see in the entire Six Sigma. And with those methodologies, they're going to improve the process as well as they're going to improve the product. Finding the potential causes for the defect and controlling the relation parameter to achieve very less ppm in the production. So what you're going to do by applying the methodologies, we're going to find the potential causes. Potential causes nothing but the root causes for the problem and have controls to it and to improve the process better. So that we call causes. Next, continuous growth of Six Sigma. What is continuous growth of Six Sigma? General Electric and Motorola found bigger savings by applying Six Sigma methodologies. So when they started analyzing the process in a deeper way, when they started measuring in parts per million and defects per million opportunities, so uh, they found more and more losses when they really measure the process do statistically. Therefore they took those as the opportunities to improve and they found major saving for the company. The operating cost would be reduced. Then many automotive companies started using Six Sigma methodologies. Because of this, any problem can be solved by using Six Sigma methodologies. So it's a solution based, and many companies understood where their process really standing. So by using these methodologies or statistically, they found out really where they're standing, where the variation is, where really their capabilities are, and that is about continuous growth of Six Sigma. Next, applying Six Sigma knowledge. So first one is project selection based on higher sales. So what is this project selection based on higher sales? So there should be some criteria to select the project, whichever is giving more sales, or in other way which has more rejection and it has higher sales of the particular product. That if you select, it will give more impact on the company towards sales. So that is about project selection. So after selecting, identifying the areas of concerns for improvement in that particular project, you need to identify where we need to improve. So you identified. Then forming the team. So we need to form the right team who involved and who knows about the product and forming the team. Then calculating the benefit of the improvement. So we need to predict the improvement because you're going to spend time and some resources on the project, and we need to predict what will be my goal or what will be the improvement after the project implementation. Then prioritizing the problem. So there you will we'll list out some many potential causes. So we will prioritize them and then we'll apply the tools to solve the problem. Okay. Then Adding controls for the root cause identified. So what we'll do once we find out the root cause and solve it, we'll identify the controls where next time it should not repeat. So these are the applying Six Sigma knowledge in any project. Just a brief discussion. So next we'll see chapter 3, other process improvement and quality methods.